Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Bodycam Reactions NYC. Your boy OG Baz. Um, Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Um, this story right here is interesting. You know what I'm saying? I only saw the beginning. I said, you know what? I gotta, I gotta do a reaction to this because it's crazy. This is the story everyone has been talking about. Of a parent, a bad parent. I don't want to say what it's about because I want y'all to get into it and see it with me. You know what I mean? And I will react. Make sure that y'all, hit that like button as well and subscribe if you're not subscribed. This story is so interesting. It's like it's crazy and it's sad. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into it, y'all.
My caller is a friend of the mom, and the mom told the caller that one of her children had self in December of 2022.
Hi. Are you Miss Staples? Yes, how can I help you? So we got kind of a weird phone call. Some lady called DCFS and kind of made some claims that you had a child that actually themselves.
It all started 8 months ago when police were alerted about a missing child. But now, standing in his home, they aren't even sure the child exists. And as they scramble to uncover the truth, it rests with just one person, the mother, Sushi Staples, who makes getting to the disturbing reality anything but easy.
It's over. Where's that kid?
On the night of July 25th, 2023, the Rock Island Police Department arrived at Sushi Staples' home to perform a welfare check on her son, Zion Staples, after receiving some concerning reports about him.
How can I help you? Hi. Are you Miss Staples? Yes, how can I help you? So we got kind of a weird phone call. Do you know Latricia?
No,
No.
I don't know anybody out here.
Some lady called DCFS and kind of made some claims that you had a child that actually themselves.
Absolutely not.
No, it sounds crazy to me too. That's what.
I am so sorry about this. My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. I have went down to Rock Island and filed a police report on her.
Okay.
I have went and put a restraining order on her.
What's her name?
Her name is Tony. This girl is never in it. She has so many different Facebook pages she stalks me from. She has made up different names, called me from different numbers. I have changed my number, tried to do everything I can.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can never seem to get them served because they're always bouncing around in the Chicago area.
Oh, okay. They're not even down here.
They're not even out here. And it's been a constant.
Have we been here before?
No, you've never come to my house for anything. I've been here for 7 years and never had a problem in Rock Island.
Yeah.
The concerns actually began on December 20th, 2022, when authorities received a call from someone with some deeply disturbing information about Sushi.
Okay, please try it.
I have a question. Back in December, because I'm just
This
now
is
finding
crazy
out
though,
about
man.
it. Did y'all get anything that a little boy may
It's
have
crazy.
shot himself in the head?
I mean, not that I recall.
Okay.
Not that you
I'm
recall.
asking this because it's a really concerned
That
for
don't
me.
even sound right.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to do. The situation is serious to me. I don't know how you guys would approach the situation. I don't want her to know that I made the call, but I'm very concerned.
Now, even though the anonymous caller didn't provide much detail, police still followed up on the report, but found nothing suspicious at the time. But this was only the beginning, and what followed would expose a web of chilling secrets. 8 months later, on July 23rd, 2023, another call came in. this time from the Department of Children and Welfare Services.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and I'm with the DCFS hotline, and I was
This
calling
is like
to
real
do a
chilling right
welfare
here.
check on a family that we got a
This
call
whole
about.
story.
And
They're gonna
I
get
think you
into
guys
it.
have already had a call about this,
Alina,
but we're not one, and it
Alina,
was
this
just
one is
odd to us.
interesting. I swear
It's
you're gonna like this
1728
one, Alina.
20
Well,
in
your
Ahead
icon
Avenue.
picture. Your icon picture should be there.
Okay.
That's where you put it in
And
now.
we were
With
told
your
that the
icon
mom,
change it.
Sushi, Sushi, my caller is a friend of the mom, and the mom told the caller that one of her children, Zion Staples, had himself in December of 2022, and that the body is in the basement of the home.
The records didn't line up. DCFS confirmed that Sushi had a son named Zion, but according to the Rock Island Police Department, no such child existed. And the only person who could clear up the mystery was Sushi Staples.
I didn't know who you were.
I work at Genesis Hospital. I'm a patient care tech. I'm a student at Eastern Iowa Community College. I have a business in Davenport. This girl has made threats towards me on Facebook, posting her gun up, saying that she's gonna come to my addy. It's just never ending.
Right. So they made some allegation that you had a son himself, and he's in your basement.
Come on now. You think, look where I live.
No, I get it. Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out of
No,
it?
you need a search warrant to do that. I'm sorry, I'm not about to have my rights violated because someone makes Uranus
change your
accusations
picture.
like this.
I know. Like I said, it sounded crazy to me too. I'm just up here seeing if, we have to investigate it, no matter how crazy it sounds.
If you want to do that, I would suggest you go through the proper protocols. I'm not about to let some crazy woman who has my husband make Uranus accusations like this and have my rights violated.
No, I get it. That
is not okay. I have 4 girls in here.
That's what I'm just asking. I'm not
4 children.
I'm not trying to blame anything on you. I'm not saying this is true. I was just asking. Okay.
This is nuts.
That's all it is. Okay.
I have 4 children.
Her ex-husband's new girlfriend's been causing her. She thinks that's who it is.
She's been harassing my job, harassing my place of business, harassing my children. I'm sick of it.
Okay.
I've tried to get a restraining order against her, tried to get one against him. It's never ending. I cannot have any peace where I live.
And you guys only have girls?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4. Do you want to see them?
No. They said it was a son. I was just curious if that's even true.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Yeah, she lied right
It's
there.
a never-ending story with these two.
I get it. Like I said, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but we get a call, no matter how crazy it sounds, we still got to come up and see if there's any truth.
And this is crazy.
It is.
This is very crazy.
Okay.
I have been living here for 6 years. My neighbors have never had a complaint. Don't you think if my neighbors would have heard something like that, they would have made a call or said something to somebody?
I would believe so, yeah.
Just think about it. It don't make no kind of sense. This girl is psycho.
Okay.
She's harassed my job.
Do you know her phone number by chance?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know her phone number.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry to bother you, okay? It's like I said, we get a call, we got to show up.
They got to the point now where they don't have my phone number, so they emailing me, okay? I have spam emails here from these people. I'm going to go down here. The last one I got was, let me see.
Is it have a name on it?
Yes, it has his name on it. I have to go here. This is the last one I have. And this gotten to the point where they're emailing me because they don't have a contact phone number on me.
Right.
This is how bad the harassers got. Okay. But until I can get Rock Island to Cook County to serve them and actually find an address on them,
right,
that's going to be a problem. So they keep having me come back to court until I can get an address on them.
I'll add some notes just in the call that I was hearing that it's a harassment thing, so we don't have to keep coming up here. And
thank you.
All right, sorry to bug you. Just like I said, we got to call, even if it sounds crazy, we got to come see what's going on.
Yeah, they gonna get her. There we go. There we go.
All right.
I have doorbell cams here.
I saw that.
Let me see. Yo.
I'm here. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay.
Here we go.
Despite insisting that she had nothing to hide,
Here we go,
Sushi's
yeah.
defensive attitude immediately raised red flags for detectives. Still, her claims that her ex-husband and his new girlfriend had made false reports about her in the past seemed plausible. Back in 2021, someone had anonymously accused Sushi of tying up her kids. When investigators looked into it and questioned all the children, there was no sign that anything like that had ever happened. To DCFS, it appeared that the report came from someone with a grudge against her, lending some credibility to Sushi's side of the story. To find out whether Sushi was really being framed by a jealous girlfriend, officers returned the next morning on July 26th, just a day after their initial questioning. What they don't know yet is that the answer to this simple question about Zion's existence is about to get a lot more complicated.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy.
She looked out the window. Hello,
Yes.
Sushi? Can you come out?
What's going on?
Well,
What's going on?
I'll explain everything.
Hey, my kids are here.
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search
Yeah,
warrant
what's
for the house.
going on?
Operation to be up front with us.
Hold on.
You know what's going on.
Step
What
out.
part of the house do you all have a search warrant for?
The whole house. You need to step out. Step out. Walking casually. We're not going to tear up your house or anything. So.
Calm down. My kids are in here.
Okay.
Please.
How many?
4.
And where at in the house?
They're upstairs. I just made them go upstairs. I don't want to scare my kids. Can we just calm down?
Officer's gonna walk in there with you. Then I got a copy of the warrant here for you, honey.
Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my lawyer. Can I see the warrant before we walk any further?
We have a valid search warrant, so
I
don't
understand,
know
but
what
you haven't
state.
let me see it yet, and you're walking through my house.
it's right here. You don't run how you're not.
Okay, I'm trying to see. Hello?
So I need your phone.
My phone. That's not my
I don't know
phone.
what state.
She can hold on to that. So
Okay.
which rooms are your kids in? Obviously not.
They're upstairs. I am very cooperative. I'm not fighting anybody.
You're fine. You're fine.
Look, I'm
Tina.
scared. My kids
Go
are
upstairs and check
here.
it out.
My kids are here. I'm just trying to help my kids.
Ma'am, are there any adults here?
No.
I need to know for safety. She's asking you.
Huh?
For safety reasons, I'm going
Tell you, it's gonna get crazy though.
No, it's 5 girls. Look, I'm shaking, okay?
We get it.
My
Of course you're shaking.
kids are here.
Sure.
Can we just calm down?
Yep. We just got to make sure that for our safety, we can't let you walk. You don't know me. I don't
I'm
know
not
you.
worried. I'm in
So
one
we
She
spot.
was
wanna make sure that
acting
the house
like
is safe,
she don't
and
have
then
a son.
We'll
That's
go
the
from there,
thing.
okay?
I'm in one spot.
Trying to hide the fact, but it's gonna get crazy.
I don't know what does this say? Guys,
You stay right here with her.
can I call
Just
the
clear
lawyer?
this right here.
I just have my phone. I don't see what's going on here.
Police department. Police department.
It's gonna get crazy. You're gonna be like, damn.
Sounds hollow. Oh, it's all sealed. You do have to.
Although the barrel in the basement looked suspicious and worn, it was empty, and officers couldn't find anything else to back up the
Swear to
anonymous
God.
caller's claims. But when they sit down to
God,
talk
that's
with
what
Sushi,
happened.
it quickly becomes clear that there is a lot more to this story than she had first let on.
Come in.
Yeah, let's just have a seat here.
I'm sorry.
We might sit right here in just a second.
Okay. Because my heart is sure that you guys are here, my kids are upstairs, I'm separated from them, and I'm like, my heart is just
They're fine.
pounding through the
I totally understand. Can I get you a glass of water or something? Would you like one?
There's some I can't even see the cups. My kids were making dinner,
Okay.
so
Okay. You got cups in here, though? One of these?
Yeah, it might be some in the cabinets or something.
I'll get you a glass of water.
You know she
Before we talk
crazy
to you,
nervous.
okay, since we're here for a search warrant, okay,
I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to advise you of your rights and then we can talk, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer at this time and have him present for questioning or have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be provided for you before questioning. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know
She
where
gonna
you're-
lie all
No,
crazy
I
on her
don't know
rights.
why you're-
Okay.
Look, she crying already. Look, she gonna.
I'm really scared. My kids are
See?
scared.
Of course,
I don't know
of
what's
course you're
going
scared.
on.
Okay.
Ooh. Should I call my family to tell them to something?
Candy, what's going on?
You're not
Happy,
under
yeah,
arrest
happy
or arrest.
Memorial. What's
Okay,
going
that's
on?
why I'm sitting
Baby
here talking to you,
girl?
okay?
I'm scared to death because I
You
don't know
don't
what's
know
going
where
on.
her
And
cups are in
so
the house.
the reason we're here,
That's crazy.
okay, is because we're investigating a call that we
Yeah.
had, okay?
It's a
Officers
wild
came out and talked to you
situation.
last night, correct?
They got
Okay.
Candy Raina here.
Um,
This is crazy.
we have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Okay, so that's where
She
we're at
ain't
right now.
saying nothing.
Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
Oh, this
You've
is-
never had a son
Wow.
named Zion.
No,
she
Are you
lied.
claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
no. I haven't gotten any
Just
benefits for anyone. I just recently went through a situation where a young lady stole my identity and she falsely filed my taxes and my information and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with the FBI. I've been working with the IRS. There's been a lot of things popping up, and
Have you had any interactions with DCFS up in Chicago?
I did
Okay.
false calls that were made.
Okay.
Correct.
One of the calls from 2021, DCFS came out to your residence in Chicago, and there was a Zion Staples there.
Let's look at her face.
Along with your 4 daughters.
She's looking
Do you
extra
go by
lost.
Sushi Pikes? Is that another maiden name?
Yes.
Okay. See, this is the paperwork from,
Can I see
No, we're
that?
not gonna, it says Dion's sister.
so,
Oh God.
you filed
Good
for
old God.
public aid.
Chicago. So I'm not sure. I told you my identity was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
My taxes were legally filed. I went through a whole thing with the IRS. That was not me.
But who is this Zion that was interviewed by DCFS up in Chicago, right in the presence of all your other children?
There was
That's
no one
Zion
interviewed.
Staples.
No one was interviewed. Where did it say someone named Brian Staples was interviewed?
It was.
Because the call was made about my son Kentrell by his father.
Yes.
It was never made about a
But they
Zion
talked,
Staples.
they
But
talked.
when they went there, there
DCFS did a
was.
report.
The only child that they spoke to, because it was regarding, we had frequent visitors. We had kids in the neighborhood come over.
So,
Some of those kids that were implicated were not, in fact, our children. They were there.
so you're saying there was a kid in your apartment that was not your kid, named Zion.
I didn't say his name was
Staples.
Zion. No.
Well, somewhere here, we've got to clear this up with this Zion Staples.
Yes, and
Benefits, listen to it, benefits being put in his name that you're receiving from,
I haven't
Oh,
received
wow.
any benefits.
and then also
Uh-oh.
involved in this.
I haven't received any benefits. That's what I'm
Oh,
telling you.
shit.
Someone
State.
has stolen my identity. I have proof of
Oh,
that.
that's
If you go to my
crazy.
phone, you'll be able to see the messages between me
You
and
see
the
where she
FBI
going
agent
already,
in the
y'all, right?
lobby. So
But this is separate from that with the DCFS call.
because somebody is obviously claiming benefits and getting
No, no,
probably
no,
getting
no,
food
no, no,
stamps
no,
or
no,
So,
something.
but they're getting food stamps for your 4 daughters and Zion.
And I've been having a hard time with that because I can't get any because of that, and I've been working on it.
Unfortunately for Sushi, investigators have even more evidence confirming Zion's existence, and her refusal to acknowledge him only made detectives more determined to track him down.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your actual son? What's his dad's name?
This is embarrassing.
Why would it be embarrassing, y'all? It's crazy.
Do I have a right to call my lawyer since I'm not under arrest, or?
Like, why
Well,
would
we're
you
still
have to
talking to you
call a
right now, so
lawyer?
we're not gonna let anybody make any phone calls right now because we're talking right now. Okay. Like I said, you're not under arrest. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this, of why these allegations came forward.
Because I have a stalker. I have a stalker.
Who's your stalker?
My ex-husband's girlfriend. She's been posting on Facebook. They have tried to extort me for money. They know I have a pending lawsuit against the Department of Child Services for $11.5 million. They have threatened me. I have tried to go to the courts down here in Rock Island and get a restraining order against them.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried to have them served. I have not been
I
able
know.
to.
Sushi about to get cooked is
I
crazy.
fled to Rock Island.
Sushi about to get cooked is crazy.
Was an order of protection that was. There was an order of protection that was valid that you took out against him, and it was served, but then it was vacated.
How?
Just back in June.
How was it vacated? They said I wasn't able to serve. They said
It said it was successfully. It said it was successfully served, and then it said it was vacated. Did you not show up for the second court date?
I had to work that day.
Then that's why it was vacated. It was served for the emergency, and then when it came to the
it did. You know it did.
You didn't show up, so it was vacated. So it was successful.
He told me I had to come back, and I didn't have time because I worked 2 jobs at Genesis, and I didn't have time to go back there to the courtroom.
During the conversation with investigators, Sushi made it clear that she planned to go after her ex-husband's girlfriend and DCFS for the trauma that she claimed to be experiencing because of Zion, which she said resulted from her stolen identity. But soon, officers would have enough evidence to challenge her version of events.
Yeah, this is a little crazy. I mean, like, damn, like, why would a parent like do that? Even though when you hear what happened, you know what I mean, to her son, you're gonna question like, okay, well, you chose that over that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, without giving too much. Even though I get where you're coming from, but a situation like that, you can't hide. You know what I mean? Like, what she did is like, you can't hide that like that and then, you know, feel good about yourself for the rest of your life.
Okay. Are we going to find anything in your house that has Zion's name on it? Birth certificate, social security card, or anything like that?
Nope.
And who do you think's making these allegations?
It's this girl. She's been stalking me. I have evidence of all of that stuff.
Yeah, this.
What's her name?
Her name has several social medias. She has several names. Antagonizing. She said, I finally got this whole addy. She put this on Facebook and posted a gun and said that they were on their way to my residence. I have been trying to get away from them. I fled his abuse.
What if I told you that it's not from them?
That girl make up many names. I'm telling you, she's persistent. This is some shit like out of a Lifetime movie. She makes up so many names, has so many pages, so many aliases, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if she said that wasn't her, if she gave you another name, it's
then
her.
What?
I don't have enemies, okay? I've never had a problem here in Rock Island. Ever.
Okay.
It's Rock Island. It's Rock Island, and I don't know if you know about that.
Okay.
Why do you think I'm trying to protect my kids?
Can you think back to a person that you were really close to back then?
Not really. I only keep in contact with a couple
Not really.
of people. That's a cousin of mine that grew up with me in the system. I mean,
A home in Chicago with
in
her?
Chicago, no. I lived in a home in Addison, Illinois.
Yeah, Addison, Illinois.
That's
Was it like Frank, what was the name of it?
Who?
What was the name of the institution that you were with?
Luther Brook Children's Center.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Because you.
I don't know who this person is. They had so many cottages. We had 9 buildings. So if there was other children there, if we were in a separate cottage, we did have a cottage with them.
Who did you message last night after the police came? Who were you messaging with when after the police came last night? Send them a video of the police even being here.
I sent it to my family member.
Who's that?
Who's my family member?
Yeah, who's that?
I understand you're seizing it, but that's
wow,
like,
suspect.
I should be able to at least call my lawyer still. I shouldn't be held in my own house and not be able to call my counsel.
Well, are you requesting a lawyer right now? Because if you request a lawyer right now, we're done talking.
And then what? You're gonna arrest me?
I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna search your
We're gonna
house.
search his house upside down. So somewhere here we need to get to the bottom of this Zion thing.
I can't
And
help
this is coming from other people. This is
I can't help it when people
this-
call and make allegations against me. People do this every day out of spite.
Laterica gave pretty
Oh, it's in Chicago. Yeah.
details. She knows you. She knows all your kids.
If this person gave this information, your question to them should have been, if you knew about this, why are you just now reporting it?
She's reported it a couple times.
Reported it a couple of
Back
times.
in June, an
Back
officer
in
called and
June?
talked to you.
And when did she say this supposed to happen?
You tell me.
Well, I'm asking you because she's the one that's making all the reports.
I mean, you haven't given us anything besides that somebody stole your identity.
Because
for
I
sure.
don't have anything to give you. Are they at the back door or are they at the front door?
I don't know.
Or is that my dog?
That's probably your dog.
Okay, because you want me to give you something. I don't have anything to give you, sir.
But you're saying you don't know who this girl is, but
I don't. People envy me every day. I have a very
but listen,
successful
hear me out.
business
Hear
in
me
the
out.
Quad-Cities.
Hear me out though. Right after that officer left last night, you texted this person and was talking
What
shit
is he
to
taking
him.
pictures of now?
Well, we have to take pictures of the whole house and
Okay.
then we'll search, just to show that we're not like breaking stuff and everything else like
not
that.
destroying your place.
So you were pissed off that the officers were here, and then you.
I didn't know
Wow,
who it was
it's gonna
because
get
I thought
crazy
it was
and
this
crazy.
girl that found my number again because nobody has my number. So I thought it was her fucking harassing me again. That's why I told the officer last
who
night.
did you text? And
I thought it was Tony.
because we have the whole text thread between you two right after the officers left.
It's pretty personal to each other too. Like you guys very well know each other.
Mhm.
But I thought
It's
But I
about
thought
somebody's
what?
daughter, it's talking about it's going back and
because
forth.
people are shitty. They say crap about your kids for what?
But you guys know each other. It's not a random just I'm texting a stranger getting mad. It's, you two know each other.
You know what? People come after me all the time, and these are the same people I lend my hand to. I've paid for lawyers for people. I've helped people do things.
They got to do with anything.
People envy you all the time. What can you do about it? People purposely want to destroy you. What can I do about that?
You said it's a girl that took her identity. Who
But
was the
that's where we
girl?
need to put some explanations to some things
Yes.
here, and especially with this 10-year-old boy.
Okay, she wants to what? Do what to me? Do what?
I don't know. You're the one
Look.
accusing of that.
These are people that I've helped. Okay,
What people?
Yeah, well,
probably 9 times out of 10.
She ain't gonna
everybody
say
in your
no
budget-
names.
I'm
Say
sorry.
no
In your
names.
report, I have been a genuine person to. I have helped them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything is in that text thread, all you can see me saying is, I've never done no wrong to you.
But who was that?
I was so upset last night. I was texting a lot
know,
of people
right?
because I was upset that the police were here. I was rattled. My kids were disturbed.
Yeah,
We didn't
where's
get
your
any
son?
sleep last night. Can you imagine?
You're not
how
saying
many
anything
Officer
people
was
about
only here
that.
for like 4 minutes, so
He was here for 4 minutes, but you know what? That was 4 minutes of my kids seeing this officer ask me these kind of questions, being waking up out of their sleep with Uranus accusations, and me not being able to sleep all night.
But we have a duty to investigate that.
I understand.
And with what was said and the allegations and everything that was going on,
Yes,
I
I
mean,
understand.
It's
I understand
really
your
crazy.
I didn't know what I
Okay,
was
so
gonna
You know
walk.
what? I
I didn't.
wish I didn't let him in last night, B, but I was exercising my right as a citizen
Mhm.
to say you cannot just violate my right because someone makes a crazy call and tell you something. If you guys responding to calls like
But
that all the time,
okay,
you know
but
how many
look
lawsuits
at
you
how I'm
have.
looking at it. Okay, we
Mhm.
get this call. An officer comes. You said I don't even have a son. You said I don't even have a son.
that's true.
And then I do some digging in this DCFS case where Zion was there and they documented that. And then I go and look on public aid and Zion is you claim him as getting public aid. So you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I see exactly where you're coming from.
Okay, so what's
So
going on?
I mean, we're here to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Sushi grows increasingly frantic with every new discrepancy that the police point out. And there are plenty. Not only is Zion listed in the DCFS report as living at her home, but she's also claiming benefits for him on her taxes. But instead of facing the facts, she shifts the conversation, once again painting herself as the victim of people who are out to get her.
So
People will look at your life on social media.
do you have anything from the IRS in paperwork here?
I do not have anything from the IRS and paperwork. You know what? I have it on my phone, I believe. No,
Why wouldn't they send it to you in
What do you
on
mean,
paper?
like as far as what happened with my taxes?
Well, with
tax fraud and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I have a tax advocate. I can get all of that information from her because she's the one that was fighting for me with this situation. She sure was. I can get all that information from her.
But the part that we're having a hard time grasping here is with this Zion, because a DCFS worker in Chicago physically talked to Zion at a period of time.
I mean, there was no one interviewed in my home.
And then now he is on these records so you can say fraud that somebody's added a name on that.
So she beat in the system.
DCFS doesn't come to a pregnant house. They're finding out who everybody is.
But the call that was made.
Yeah, she definitely beating the system. What is she doing?
Investigator that came out and physically spoke with you investigating this.
But it
And
involved
so
the
he's
people that
interviewing
you're
all
mentioning
the
to me.
Because every one of these, every one of your kids has their social security number on here.
It didn't involve the people that you're mentioning. One is in your household, and I possibly had some visitors. It was probably the summertime.
So where would they get the name Zion Staples?
Zion Staples.
Yeah.
I don't know. People make shit up all the time.
What you mean
make shit
people
up all
mention
the time.
like
But see, DCFS does not come into your home and say, okay, have the neighbors over and let's do all this personal stuff that affects you and your family in front of all these other.
because her last name is Staples too. You know what I mean? So like I'm surprised that they still in the crib for that long. Like far as I guess they still trying to find a son, see what she give up far as about, you know what I mean, her son, which she just don't want to do it at all. You know, she just don't want to do it at all.
They did.
They do it with you.
They did.
And they do it with your family.
They did though. They very much did that.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
And I got a lawyer. And my lawyer dealt with it because that is wrong. And they actually put me down on the list because of this person making false calls. They have something that you have to file within 10 days after someone makes so many calls. They will flag the system to say that these people are making false calls. I've been dealing with it all my life. I've been a ward of the state, but you know what? I'm a woman that I've turned my life around. I'm a nursing student, and I do my best to take care of my kids.
But you're talking about like with the tax stuff.
Oh yeah.
They if that's true, they got your social security number. How is every one of your kids' social security numbers on here?
My tax records don't have what you're asking me about?
The
They're
way
not
she
on my
talking.
taxes.
You don't claim your kids on your taxes?
I claim my kids, but but what you're inquiring me about is not on my taxes.
Zion.
Like what?
It's not on my taxes.
But they got that
It's
proof.
not on
They
my
said
tax
they have
returns.
that proof.
There's no like
Sure.
cousin,
Huh?
anybody named Zion that you know of?
Yeah, we got cousins in the family
But
named
name-
Zion. Yeah.
Oh, word?
But we have
Oh,
the
man.
lineage of Staples too. So
Oh,
I
man.
know sometimes,
So we
I know
got
sometimes
cousins
this is
up
what
there.
happens. People will say, "Hey,
That's
why
crazy.
don't you claim my kid as living with you so you get a better, we get a better,
They
we'll,
do
we'll
that.
split it."
they do
And if
that.
that might be something that was happening, then that's something that might have happened. We're not the IRS.
She said we got cousins named, Zion. You know what I mean? Like Zion is not a name that's around. It's not like Sean or you know what I mean, Chris. Like certain names, Zion is not a name that's just spread around in people's family where it's like 2 or 3 of them. She said, yeah, we got cousins named Zion. It's crazy.
Okay.
And I ain't trying to get locked
So-
up for fraud either because I didn't commit it.
So if somebody else, I don't know, do you file your own? Do you have somebody prepare
Is he
for you?
lying?
I have a tax repair.
Well, she said she didn't know Zion. That's what I'm saying.
Do you have any of that paperwork here?
That's my point.
I don't have any paper copies because this is why they're in the storage unit.
What company do you use?
Huh? The public storage
Uh-huh.
unit?
I don't know, for your taxes.
Oh, tax layer.
Okay.
I can get you a copy of that. I have no
They
problem
can check that out.
rendering those tax returns if that's what you
They
want.
can definitely check that out.
From the IRS as well.
Yeah, they can do that.
That's, I mean,
Yeah,
those-
so-
Yeah, I'll sign a release for it. Where's the paper?
You don't have to sign a release for it.
Okay.
We've already got a warrant to come into your house, honey. We didn't want to have to, but we ended up having to.
That's crazy. If I'd have known that y'all was gonna come like this and embarrass me in the neighborhood, I've been here almost 7 years. I ain't never had a problem with the police. The police has never been here.
No.
Even though my husband is a serial abuser,
Yeah, but
I fled from him. Do you know now?
Ma'am, listen to
He's
me.
probably
Listen.
gonna get my address now.
Well, what did the officer tell you last night while he was here?
He said because a weird call came through and he wanted to clarify with me what happened. And I explained to him.
But what did he tell you in detail? What did he tell
He
you?
said that he was just gonna flag it as a harassment call.
What did he tell you he was here for?
He said,
I know he told
he told me that he was here because someone called and made allegations and said I had a son that committed. That's what he said to me. That's what he said to me.
Where could that son possibly be?
Mm-hmm.
He said in the basement.
That's
what he said.
Sure.
Okay,
But I
well, good.
exercised my right and told him that
Sure.
I cannot let you in and disrupt my home based
Oh.
off of an
And
allegation.
Susan, that is 100% you're right. And that
Yeah.
forces the next hand for us where we got a judge to grant us permission to come in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where that came from. That
Yeah.
came there. We went and got
Because
that
that's a very serious allegation.
because it's a super serious allegation. And you did exercise your right, which is totally fine.
And I'm
to
not
do so.
fighting you off in
No. And that's why it became like this, is because that just makes this go, well, she had nothing to hide. Just kind of a little
I wish I would have let him in last night. I promise you I do now that I've
We're
been
still not
embarrassed to
explaining
the
the
whole
reasoning
neighborhood.
why is it?
People are spiteful. Let
We
me
came
tell
to
you
our
something.
house last night.
Why is it that state aid is under your name with all your kids and including the Zion?
I haven't
Are you
even
claiming him for somebody else to get a better return and kicking a little money off the side? Because I really don't care about that. I know it happens all the time.
We need to get this figured out.
I just want to make sure that
But this is what's going to happen here. We're going to end up going on a manhunt looking for some Zion. Because now we got this allegation.
because in our eyes this kid exists.
Yeah, 100%. And if the kid doesn't exist, the kid doesn't exist. If it's a family member's kid that you're claiming to get a little extra, hey, I ain't gonna hold that against you. I understand that. It's reasoning how people survive. It's tough. You got 4 here. I mean, you get a bigger tax return at the end.
I have 4 children here
Sure.
that I don't get no help with. Okay?
But that's what they're saying. Is somebody else claiming their kids on so they can claim 9 kids and get aid and come here? Is because the public health is telling us that the aid is under this address, under these kids' names, right?
Yep.
And that there's funds coming in from it. And that's public health. If there's a kid that we can go late, I don't care if it's here,
in Indiana, Chicago, whatever, we can send somebody and say, "Yep, I am Zion Staples, and this
Anybody
is
can do that.
another officer. Let me finish. No. Let me finish here. Let me finish here. Okay, if you are
She don't want to let him talk.
claiming people back and forth amongst family members to get bigger returns, our biggest concern is that we can have somebody with law enforcement say, "This is Zion, this is what's going on, and he is fine." Because right now, we have a person that exists, but we can't lay eyes on him, and it's a child.
Mm.
Okay, that's what they're
Is
saying.
that noise?
It's just
the beeping.
So that's what we're looking at. So if this is what's going on, if you have a cousin, a sister, a brother-in-law, a friend, or whatever claiming kids, or you're claiming them on that, and you guys are splitting some extra money, I get that. The biggest concern that we have here is that we need to make sure that this kid is safe. And in the time since the officer was here last night, and the time that an officer had called you back in June, that we can say, "Nope, she's totally clear. There's nobody here. There's nobody here."
And harassed. I'm telling you, I have went through every avenue to get away from my husband, the people that he's.
This has nothing to do with your husband.
We're on the Zion is where we're at right now.
That's where we at right now.
This needs to be rationalized. It needs to be put out,
that's
and
where
we need to
this
get
is
this cleared
stemming
up.
from.
Just,
People are trying to
salute
turn
to
my
the chat.
life upside down. They think I have all of this.
You know,
I don't
right,
have
if y'all
anything.
know
I'm a
about the
simple
stories.
person. I work a job to
Get that.
take
We
care of my
understand
kids,
that.
but people
how come
tell me
Zion
that.
is coming back to you in your address here through public aid?
Man, this is crazy.
It ain't
I
crazy.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
it is
think I'm
crazy.
being framed. That's what I think is
Framed.
going on. I'm telling you, y'all not gonna believe me, but I am
No,
being
you're
framed.
making it
I am.
framed time, bro.
I just told you.
Like I said, this didn't come from anybody involving your husband.
She's crying crazy.
I'm telling you, it's coming from a whole group of people, okay? They know. I can show you my phone.
Because on your phone, when that officer left, you were calling because the officer messed up.
Ask yourself, what is her motive? Ask yourself, what is her motive?
I don't know.
That you're in my home.
I didn't, when I first got assigned this case, I was like, what the hell is this? And then we did digging with DCFS and public aid and everything else, and stuff starting to line up and everything else. That's how we were granted a search warrant. Because you already lied to the officer last night saying you didn't have a son when you do have a son.
But he didn't, about the son in question that he asked me about.
You said I do not have a son.
That's what she said.
He didn't ask me the correct question. The
What?
correct question is, the name that he gave me, I cannot acknowledge that. I can only acknowledge who I've given birth to.
You said, I don't have a son named Zion. I have a son named so-and-so. Instead of just saying, I don't have a son, because then that's all we have.
Because at that point, what do you think? I was scared. I feel like I'm in it. What is going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to exercise my right. Do I need a lawyer?
Well, that officer was joking with you and everything else, so it wasn't like you were stressed out.
He was cool, but you got friendly officers and you got officers that play good cop and bad cop.
Absolutely.
So in this situation, in that immediate situation, I have 4 children in my home, and they're my immediate processes to protect them because I don't know what I'm up against. So yes, I did that to protect my children. I had no idea what his mother was coming and what he was coming to do and ask me for or ask me. But the only thing I could think of was because these people have been a persistent issue in my life, harassing me through Facebook. We can go. Y'all
These people that are harassing you, this person that made the complaint is not one of those people.
Let me tell you something. This girl is jealous. Whoever this is.
You know who it is.
Let's say this.
You grew up with her.
Okay, let's say this.
While Sushi keeps insisting on her innocence and repeating the same answers to every question, officers find something that completely turns the case on its head.
For $11.5 million, okay?
Okay.
For the last 5 months, I went to work and I have
birth certificate?
what is that?
For Zion Staples.
Zion Staples.
Mm-hmm.
That's not mine.
Sushi Staples.
We
Child stuff. It's found in your
we
room.
need
along
to
with
get
Social
we
Security
need
card.
to get this
Stop
figured out. Stop this.
Lying.
It's over.
Where's that kid?
That's right. Get thorough on her. Look, she just, come on, man. It's crazy.
You need to come clean because we're not going anywhere. This is just, you're just going to dig yourself a bigger grave now. I asked you if there's anything with Zion's name in this house. You said no. So let's start all over, okay? Who is Zion?
Robin, salute.
Because we're starting with something that we're being told really terrible, and then we're talking about down here with maybe fraud. We don't know. But somewhere along here, we need to get the full thing here and understand what this is. What is the part of this that this really is? Because you know what they told you last night, and that's something horrible.
That's
but then there's,
horrible.
and then we're talking about, are you getting benefits from a child that doesn't exist but have all this stuff for? We need to know the truth here. It's done. It's over. We're in the middle of this now. We have evidence to show this.
Yeah,
now.
it is. It's crazy, Robin.
So let's start over. Who is Zion?
Mm.
Is he your son?
There we go.
I mean, the cat's out of the bag now. I need to
Can I
know.
just get my kids somewhere safe, please?
We need to, here's the thing, hon.
I will go with you where you want to go.
It's-
Just let me call my family. That's it.
We need to
You
get,
gotta get my kids. That's it.
we need to open up and talk about this.
Oh.
And I know this might be the toughest thing you've ever done, but we have to figure this out now. This is as serious gets, and we need to understand what's going on here. We're too far in now. Okay? Let's take a moment here. Let's relax, but we've got to get this discussed and get it out in the open.
I can see. This is eating you. This is eating you up inside. Okay.
Yeah, tell the truth. That's right. Tell the truth.
Oh my God.
You see this?
Who is Zion?
All of that. Instead of just, if it ain't true, how would you be going crazy like that? Right? They know. They know.
Look, I will talk to you, but can I please just have my family come and get my kids?
You have family here?
She knows.
They're 2.5 hours away, but they can come get my kids, please. And I'll talk to you, okay? And that's my word.
We'll see what we can do. Okay.
Stay right there.
As Sushi spins yet another story, what follows is simply chilling and unsettling.
Hypothetically, if they knew that something supposedly happened
Mm-hmm.
and waited to report something like that, what would that make them? What would that make them?
A witness.
An accessory after the fact? Because what? They came to you with this allegation and decided they wanted to use it when they got upset?
We're not blaming anybody else.
We
Okay.
need to know what happened before we start getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could work stuff out on the back end on that, but I don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened until you tell us. And that's the issue.
I just asked for one thing, to get my kids.
Okay, and he's checking on that. Okay.
Because my kids have nothing to do with this.
With
Okay?
what, right? If
And
she
I
not
know
doing nothing, with
I've
what?
been in the system, and it would not be fair to them. So I'm just asking for a chance for my kids to go with family. That's it. You could take me all day long if that's what you want to do.
We're not,
But don't.
that's not, what we want is just to figure out the truth
Mhm.
and get this taken care of and dealt with. It's not all about here against you, taking you.
We're so hard about that,
It's
y'all.
about
We're so
figuring
hard
this
about that.
situation out.
Because if you think we're just gonna take your kids or something like that, that's not even what DCFS is gonna do. All right, they would want to place them with family.
They said that to me. They said that same thing to me and separated me from my brothers and sisters. I never saw my mom again. That place me repeatedly for 9 years.
Things happen, but that doesn't take away from them.
I don't ever want them to go through that ever. For Christ's sake, I had my first baby at 15 because I was by people that were supposed to be protecting me in DCFS. Do you think I want that to happen to my kids?
No, nobody wants that.
Do you think I want my kids to be a statistic in the system?
No.
I'm trying to break that. I'm trying to live my life and take care of my kids, improve society. Otherwise, that I'm not a statistic, and that I can take care of my children and I can work. I'm a nursing student, for Christ's sake.
Oh my God.
So while they're dealing with that, all right, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, get to the bottom of this, because you know, look at up.
They're staying here with right now. They're not going anywhere. Okay.
Just look at her. Look at her. Like, she might as well hit her head on the wall. Like, lady, you are like a horrible. I understand you're trying to protect the kids you still have, but you're not protecting, you know what I mean, the son that you lost. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You're not protecting the son that you lost. And when, you know, this story continues, everybody, you'll see why I say that. You know what I mean? It just get crazier and crazier. You know what I mean? I can't lie. Shout out to the villains too. Make sure you follow the villains.
Start from the beginning and say what happened.
She still ain't gonna.
As Sushi recounts her harrowing life story, none of it aligns with what actually happened to her son, Zion. And while she finally acknowledges Zion's existence, it is not in the way that investigators expect.
We just need to know what happened.
That's it. What's so hard about that?
Was there an accident?
No, come on. Ooh, look, she don't even care.
Paper towels over there.
That's not even crying. That's her like thinking of what's next. I know that little sniffle and all that. That ain't no cry. That's
This has been weighing on you for a little bit.
Yes.
And you can tell.
Mentally messed up because of what she's doing to try to hide the fact.
Let's get it in the open.
You know what I'm saying? As well.
You say you care about your kids, right?
I do.
Okay. Well,
yeah, so what's
what
up?
happened to Zion?
Speak for him. Speak for him.
He needs his closure and his rest, and we need to find him.
Look, come on. You feel me? All of that. But you don't have a son named Zion. It's crazy. Bad, man. You know, they're going to try to.
Can you be strong for him and tell us what happened?
She ain't saying him who or nothing. You see? But this info is going to come out. You know what I mean? As a parent, you can't, you know what I mean? It's crazy if you can hide something like this and get away with it. It's crazy. Like, for real, for real.
Everybody gonna go to jail for fraud.
That's not our decision.
That's a fact.
You know,
Because I'm gonna take what you tell me and I'm gonna call the state's attorney.
but the big thing is we need to know what the whole deal is. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, we just gather all the facts.
That's it.
And present them, and what the state's attorney decides is what the state's attorney decides. But we need to know the truth about Zion. What's the deal with that?
Mm-hmm. The hell?
That was it.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that was it.
I had a person that makes
Oh man.
documents,
There you go.
and it was just really hard. Like,
So is Zion a real person?
you know,
Okay, so
Tell me about how you got these documents.
I know a person that makes the documents.
Which documents did you get?
IDs, social security cards, birth certificates, things like that. Check stubs, high school diplomas. And they made it for me to have an extra dependent on my income taxes, but I never used it. So I gave it to somebody else to use for theirs. So they
okay,
can get
so what that got to do with it, y'all?
more money.
Yeah, that doesn't add up though, because the benefits coming to you at this house.
Yeah,
What?
so that was the thing. I get the benefits and they filed the taxes.
That's the split.
That's the split.
So how come DCFS in Chicago lists Zion?
Because that was the documentation that I had. We gave it to public aid, so that's how it was registered. And you know, as you know, DCFS, they have a system when they go into public aid, they are able to see everyone that is listed. And he was on those public aid documents because of the information that I had submitted to them.
That was it.
So was there a DCFS investigator at your house?
There was a DCFS investigator at my house, but the only person she saw was my son.
Oh shoot. Look, see, she said she didn't have a son.
And her boyfriend.
She said she didn't have a son. They caught her. See? Just remember that.
The other child that was there.
Just remember that part right there.
From my ex-husband's side of the family. But his name was not Zion.
So what was his name?
Did they think that was Zion then? Or like
I have
what?
no idea. I believe this just happened because he was listed as a person in my public aid documents. Like
In your jacket.
in my jacket, that was it. It never, like, this is not even a person, like he
what?
was on my documents. So I was scared because I don't want to get the person in trouble that makes the documents.
Yeah, of course not.
But they cut me off, which the girl really did steal my information this time around, but I was receiving benefits in Chicago.
This time around.
But
What
this
girl?
time around, this girl really did steal all of my information.
Like you said, she stole it. You know it's a.
Because originally he was supposed to be submitted for my tax return, but I did not file him. I passed him along, like to someone else to file.
Who?
This person. Huh?
Who? You heard me. Who?
She's not gonna.
Pass it
You
on
heard
to-
me. Who?
I passed it on to a friend,
Who? Name.
Byron, but he never filed it because he said he was too scared because the documents weren't real. So he didn't want to get flagged by the IRS. So basically, it was my money wasted down the drain.
Do you pay for these documents?
I did
How much?
over $500 because they look so legitimate. This person is really good at what they do. They make real IDs. They make everything.
Okay.
Hell, they can give you a whole new identity if you ask for it.
See, so what? Did they
Where
get
they
the
at?
girl that you sent
In
to your
Chicago.
identity?
I haven't had contact with this person in about 4 years. So that was the last time I received any documents from them.
What Sushi doesn't realize yet is that another interview is underway, one where investigators are talking to people who hold crucial information, not just about her, but about Zion's existence that goes far beyond any scammer's paperwork.
Yeah, word.
If we talk to the kids, what are the kids going to say about Zion?
Watch what she said about this. You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna deflect. She's, because you know, kids would know if they have a brother, stuff like that. So it's gonna get crazy. Just tune in. It's gonna get crazy.
Your kids.
They're gonna tell you the same thing.
They're gonna tell you the same
They
thing.
know who their brothers are. If you
Brothers?
dig deeper into
Hold
my
on.
history,
See, they said brothers. She said brothers, and remember she got 4 daughters, and she said no son at first, and she said one son. Just a few minutes ago, now she's saying know who their brothers is. Pay attention.
about how many children I have no problem with that. But you know what? My past, I put it behind me. And there's some things that I can't change. But the only thing I can change is now and me being a better mother to my kids that I have now. I had my first baby at 14 and a half, 15 years old. And I didn't know nothing about being a mother because I didn't have one. Okay? All I knew was this street life.
Okay.
So when we talk to your kids, are they going to tell you that they had a brother named Zion who's away on vacation? Is that what they're going to tell us? Staying with grandpa.
What?
So we're going to talk to your kids. We are. There's no way around that. Okay. And when we ask them if they have any brothers, are they going to tell us we have a brother Zion, but he's been gone for 6 months on vacation or anything like that? Because if they do, that's going to put a big damper on this story and make
That's
it
a fact.
really.
No, but I'm gonna
That's a
ask
fact.
you this: that my kids have counsel presence.
You don't.
That's not how
That's
that
not
works.
part of it.
But you can't.
Yeah, we
You
can.
can't question my kids
Yes, we can.
without counsel.
Absolutely.
Listen, I think
Absolutely
this
we can.
goes a lot deeper than a fraud issue. You've got passages out there in the Bible that are underlying that. I think this goes a little deeper.
See, but if they don't have a brother named Zion, why not? I would be like, yeah, go ahead, question them. I'd be like, question my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a son named Zion. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, the kids would tell you that.
Than a fraud issue
It's passages in the Bible. It's a Bible.
that mentions
I mean,
Zion and it's underlined. If Zion was just a money-making scheme and just a fictitious thing, we wouldn't be worried about
But my
that.
religion has nothing to do with the allegations. I keep that Bible
But I can
verse
tell
open
in your emotion that there's something more here than a fraud issue.
You've been through the system, and you're not going to be bawling and crying like that
For over some theft issue.
over a identity
That's a
theft
theft.
crap.
Facts.
There's something more here, and we need to get that uncovered. And that's why we're saying, if you're not going to provide it, we are going to talk to the kids too. We need to know what's going on here with this.
What? What's wrong with my? Why is he yelling?
He was talking. He was trying to get somebody else.
I mean, that
There's
don't
something
matter.
more going on here. And I can tell by your emotion that it's more than a theft issue. And we need to unravel that truth of what's going on there. Because like we said, until we can fully prove and know what's going on, we're going to search till days ends till we uncover and know where this Zion is. And you hold the key to that.
Absolutely.
And we need to get this figured out. I know you're worried about you and adverse of what comes of all, but
I'm not worried about me. I'm
need-
worried about my children.
we need to
I can fend for myself. They can't. I'm worried about them.
Okay.
I'm worried about my children.
Yeah, she worried about if she goes. Look, she worried about
and his soul.
her getting locked up and what's gonna happen to the kids. That's what she locked up. That's what she worried about, but not worried about what happened to the son that nobody could find or nobody know anything about, as far as her.
Is not to rest if we don't know
What about that?
It's just like he's erased.
Yeah, word. Salute to the chat.
He needs to be
support
set
the
free.
comments and be honest, y'all. This story is crazy.
So the kids are gonna say that they've never had a brother named Zion in their life. That's been erased from their memories.
Because we're gonna look for birth certificates.
What, are they taking my kids out of here? They're taking my kids?
Hey, you told us you would talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't tell you that.
Yes, you
You
did.
told us that you would tell us what was going on here.
No, what's going on?
She's trying to take us.
Hang on.
What?
No.
Wait. Why are you trying to take my
Well, she did say if they could get the family members to come and take the kids, she'll talk. That's what she said. You know what I mean?
kids out of here?
Because we're gonna talk to them.
But you can't take.
No.
Can I call my lawyer? Do not talk to them without an attorney. Do you understand me?
Don't touch him.
Serenity, none of you do not speak without an attorney. Do you hear me? Do you understand me, Serenity? Look at me. None of you are to talk to them or answer any questions without an attorney, okay? You understand?
Yeah, that all
Don't
sounds
answer any
crazy.
questions at all.
That sounds crazy.
You understand? You understand?
That sounds crazy.
Do not.
Damn.
Instruct Sophia and Olivia to do the same. And A-Marie, do not talk without an attorney. Because now you all are railroading us.
Railroading anybody. We're trying to figure out what is
You're
going
trying
on.
to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
And I just
Yeah.
told you. And you're taking my kids out of my home, something you said you was not going to do.
Yeah, they said they wasn't gonna do it.
They're going to a house to be interviewed.
That's taking them out the house.
We're not taking them anywhere. We're taking them to go get interviewed.
Can I call a lawyer, please?
Do you want a lawyer?
Call my family. Now I'm feeling like I'm boxed in. I can't even use my phone to call anyone.
We're seizing your phone. If you want a phone number or something out of there, we can get that for you. So if you want an attorney, we can be done with this, and we're just going to keep digging and digging and digging and digging.
And are you going to bring my kids back in the house?
After they're done interviewed, then DCFS is gonna
my kids without a lawyer though. Like
they're not in trouble.
They're not.
I'm not
Yeah.
there, and you're not.
I get it,
interviewing
though.
them
Because you're
without
wanting to
me.
control them.
I'm not controlling them.
That's what you're saying.
Well, she's supposed to.
You just sat here and instructed them to not talk or do
You're
anything.
taking them to some unknown place and questioning my kids.
We're not going to question them. There's trained professionals that it's called the Child Advocacy Center. Okay, and
But
a police
you're
officer.
taking them to a center. You just basically came
It's a
and
house
searched my
like
house.
That's a
a couple
fact.
miles away from here.
You came and searched my house.
Well, we're not done searching it.
Yeah, with a warrant.
You're interrogating me,
Exactly.
and you are telling me I can't call family and I can't call a lawyer. I can't call a lawyer and let them know you are here. I can't call a lawyer to come here to my house while I'm being questioned by you.
If you want an attorney right now, we can
We'll
we'll just be done.
We'll be done.
All right.
But the investigation continues.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She said, okay. And they'll take her out the crib. And then they gotta
No. I'm going to
See?
jail.
see.
What
She
am I
don't
going
want to
to
leave
jail
the crib.
What have I
You just
done?
admitted to fraud.
So now you're going to railroad me on fraud?
Railroad you what? We're trying to figure out where your kid is.
My
You're saying that he doesn't exist.
My kid. So now you're trying to railroad me.
Railroad you what? You did
Your
this to
officer
yourself.
just said he didn't. I didn't get any benefits though. I didn't file any IRS returns.
You're in
If you
possession
go
of
look-
false documentation, and you already said that you signed up and have them for financial aid.
But I didn't. That's what I told you. Someone stole my
I know,
identity.
it
You
is
said
crazy.
you did it, but
I
then they
told you
claim
I
I'm
bought the documents.
Have
I
a
told
seat.
you I bought
Have a
the
seat.
documents. I told you I
John,
bought the
salute,
documents, but they
salute.
were never
Appreciate you
used for me.
tapping in. Make sure y'all hit the
Never
like
used
button
for
too
me.
while
I
y'all
never
here.
used them. You don't have any proof that I used anything.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. Please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you're not, you know what I mean, a part of the family already, all right? And hit the notification bell on all so you know when I'm live and stuff. Appreciate y'all. This is gonna get crazy. Crazy.
That's not proof. Anybody could have done that.
Anybody? You said
Yes.
You said you
My
did it.
identity was stolen. I'm working with the FBI about it.
Keep lying.
That's
I'm
the
done.
truth.
Keep lying.
That's the truth. I'm working with the FBI about it.
As the
Telling you it's
officers
gonna
grow
get crazy.
frustrated with Sushi's constant lies, someone else is ready to reveal the truth. The 911 caller, who also happens to be Sushi's hairdresser. She has a lot to share with investigators about why she made that call.
Tell me why I'm here.
You're here because one of my clients, her son was found in her garage, or the garbage pail.
Oh, God. I know, Robin, it's crazy.
I called.
It's crazy.
Because
They're
she
gonna
had
get
told
her.
me about it.
Okay, now
Not
hold on.
specifically saying that.
Now this is a friend. Let me wind it back a little bit. This is a friend that knew about it, that she told the story to. You know what I mean? That's a friend that she told the story to, and they coming, you know what I mean, up with the story and all of that. So let's pay attention to that.
You don't have any proof that I used anything. That's not proof. Anybody could have done that.
I think the friend was doing her hair stuff like that.
I'm
So
working with the FBI about it.
Keep lying.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I'm working with the FBI about it.
As the officers grow frustrated with Sushi's constant lies, someone else is ready to reveal the truth. The 911 caller, who also happens to be Sushi's hairdresser.
you know what I mean? And she's so busy trying to hide the whole situation of not having a son and, you know, him, nothing happening to him and everything like that. But she's telling other people, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think you tell somebody, you know, a situation like that, that's very alarming for somebody not to tell. You know what I mean? When it comes to that, that's not, I wouldn't look at that as, you know what I mean, snitching. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a different situation that involves kids and stuff like that. Definitely if the parent is not gonna, you know what I mean, like hold their self, you know what I mean, accountable, you know what I mean, somebody else has to. You know what I mean? I salute this lady.
She has a lot to share with investigators about why she made that call.
Tell me why I'm here.
You're here because one of my clients, her son was found in her garage, or the garbage pail, and I called because she had told me about it, but not specifically saying that it was her. She said that it was her friend.
And that was on December 23rd?
It might have been, it was on one of her appointments. We talked about this on a couple different occasions, but the only way that I know is the specific date is because I take pictures after I do someone's hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I have pictures in my phone.
And it's got the date or whatever.
Timestamp exactly what time I
Can I get a picture of that? Okay.
Stuff like that, you would have had the audio on.
Cut her hair off.
She wanted to change her whole look or her whole identity or something.
Here at her appointment was at 9 that day.
Damn.
So then I cut her hair.
Yeah. Okay. She got braids. She wanted to cut her hair off. She got braids now, so I don't, just pay attention to all the details. And why would she want to cut her hair off though? But I don't know.
So that's December 23rd, and she came.
All right, can I get a couple pictures of those?
You want to zoom it up?
I just wanted to make sure I got the date in there too. Okay. The very first time she brought this up, so it was she got her on December 23rd. She got her haircut. Did she say anything that day?
Yeah, it had to have been that day.
Okay.
It had to have been that day because we don't talk on the phone, but it's only appointments. She had came in and I think she had, stressed how she was up the night before. And I'm like, what's going on? And she was like, girl, my friend, I can't even, she didn't say her friend name. She's like, my friend, she going through it real bad. I'm like, what's going on? And she's like,
oh man.
She was going to the store. She said her friend from Chicago. She went to the store, and when she got home, when she walked in the house, her fucking kids had shot her son. She said in the head. Behind her doing her hair, and she's like, they the kids in the head with the gun while she was gone to the store, and when she walked in the house, the baby was on the floor, obviously deceased, and she said that the friend had tried to do CPR on him, and he was obviously dead. I'm like,
damn.
what? And she's like, yeah, it's a mess, girl. She don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do.
She's a nurse.
No, I can agree with that. You don't know what to do.
What did she say? She just got her nursing. She didn't want nobody to take her. She don't know what to do because she don't want nobody to take her kids. Nobody's gonna take care of her kids like she take care of her kids. And that I'm like, well, what you mean she don't know what she gonna do? What happened? Did she call the police or what's going on? And she's like, nah, she ain't. I said, when it happened? And she's like, last night, girl, last night. She not gonna call him. She trying to figure out what she gonna do. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, she trying to figure out what she gonna do, yada yada yada. So that was the end of that appointment. That same day, right after she left, I called my sister. I could call my sister on the phone and she could tell you the story off the back of her head. I called my sister and I'm like, why one of my clients tell me that her friend's son is dead in the house? And my sister was like, what? That's not relevant, but I'm trying to, my sister's like, what? And she's like, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that don't even make fucking sense. And I'm like, it's crazy as hell. She's like, you gotta call the police. And I said, I don't know nothing, because I honestly thought that her name in I use an online booking service. So some people call me, but they book solely online. So her name that she was booking under was Sushi Pikes, Pikes.
Yes. Sushi Pikes, y'all.
I'm like, her name is Sushi. I don't even know her name. I'm
Sushi
like, she never said her friend name. I'm like, I didn't know.
Yo, Eli, what up, Eli?
I'm like, I couldn't just call
my family, Eli, y'all. Welcome him to the chat.
I don't know what to say, but I thought that it was,
Yo, Eli, that's what I was saying. You gotta, I want you to, like my little co-host on some of these shows, as far as for these shows and stuff like that. You heard?
Every story has some truth to it, so I know it in some type of way it had to be true. And you do hear stuff like that in Chicago, so I knew it could have been true, but it sounded so far-fetched. Right. I just let it go in my head and then over my head, and I'm like, well, we'll see if if it pop up on the news or something, we'll know. So then she came again December 26th. I gotta find that picture. I might have screenshotted it. She came again December 26th, and we had to have that conversation again. But at that appointment, she was going to visit her husband. If it wasn't that appointment, it might have been the January 5th appointment. It was one of those appointments. She was going to visit her husband in prison, whoever he is. I don't know who he is. Because she said she wanted to talk with her husband about taking her friend's kids.
Yeah, word up. Word up. Evie gonna make it happen.
Called the police. Her friend was keeping the baby in his bed. It's crazy. She said that the friend was keeping the baby in his bed. Okay. She wanted him to be peaceful. He was wrapped up in his, like in covers and blankets in his room. She was keeping him in this room.
Jack, what's the word, Jack?
And she wanted the friend was
welcome my friend Eli to the family,
so that she could get her money together just in case she needed to get a lawyer. And that she was gonna take the kids in. She, if needed, she was going to take the kids in for her friend, and she had to go visit her husband to tell him, basically not tell him, but get permission as to see what she should do and if they could take the kids and all of this stuff.
And they ran into the husband. They ran into him.
Like, I remember saying to her, she has
to get crazy.
Yet? And she's like, no, she hasn't called the police. And that's when I thought that it was just,
The hairdresser goes on to explain that throughout their entire interaction, Sushi appeared tense, unusually serious, and was on anti-anxiety pills.
Any more details as far as like what happened or anything?
Never, just that the kids. I don't think I said that. The kids had the gun was registered. She did say that the gun was her friend's. It was a legal gun. The kids had the little boy, and she just didn't want the kids to be taken. She never said what kids, what name of the kids. She never said the little boy's name. It always was her friend.
So look, so she had a legal gun in the crib, and so of course Zion found a gun and shot himself in the head. That's the story. You know what I mean? Found, and when she went to the store, I believe. She came back and he was on the floor dead. But they say she tried to lay him on the bed so he could be peaceful. He got a bullet in his head. How peaceful is that? Like, how could you even look at anything like that? You know what I'm saying? You calling the ambulance, you know what I mean? Like right away. Like, how could you process something like that in your brain? It's crazy.
And the kids, and I remember it was a more recent appointment, and I think it might have been like in March, and I remember asking her, and I'm like, whatever happened to your friend? What happened to oh, she just got probation for, I want to say she said for not calling the police or something.
Like, not reporting it.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, she got probation, and she really didn't say nothing else about it. I didn't touch the subject, and I was like, oh, okay, and I just left it alone. But she said that her friend kids and the baby while the friend was going to the store. She came home, the baby was on the ground. She put the baby in the bed, kept the baby in the bed so he would be peaceful. And that specifically, so he would be peaceful. She didn't want the friend didn't want her kids to be taken. Nobody was going to take care of her kids like she would. She was getting money for a lawyer in case she needed one. She was supposed to be taking over care of the kids in case something were to happen to them.
To the hairdresser, Sushi didn't seem like someone who was grieving a loss. She just appeared extremely anxious, a behavior that the investigators at her home had also been noticing for some time and had had enough. By the way, if you're finding this video interesting so far, please do us a favor.
Hit the
likes.
Make sure
to hit like and make sure to hit subscribe and help us get to 1 million subscribers. Now, let's dive back in.
Shout out to them.
The FBI does
That's
have
the
a
villain.
phone when it comes to IRS tax returns and people stealing your identity. They do have that. Her name is I can pick it up in the
But make sure y'all hit the like button and the subscribe button.
We'll cuff you in front, okay?
This is embarrassing. I can get in the car. Do you got to take my dignity away and put me in custody.
We're not gonna put him behind you, okay? We're gonna walk you to the car real quick, and then we'll get you out of here, okay?
My neighbors, they've been known me for 6 years. You see that badge over there? I work 2 jobs at Genesis.
I hear you.
I go to school out here. God, this is embarrassing.
Embarrassing, yeah. Hey.
I'm surprised this ain't present.
She can't do nothing about it.
Well, we're not done in here.
Yeah, she already know.
Huh?
She already know they
Sushi is
gonna
taken into
find him.
custody, officers turn over the house looking for any sign of Zion or proof that he had ever been there. But after hours of searching, they turn up empty-handed. And then one of them decides to check the garage. And what they find there echoes what they were told over the call.
On January of 2023, the first week of January, I believe it was around the 3rd of January. It was between the 3rd and the 8th. I received a phone call from Sushi. And the phone call at first was just like a regular phone call, like how you been doing and stuff like that. And then I heard her like crying a little bit. And I asked her, I said, what's wrong? And she just stated to me that Christmas will never be the same again. She then stated to me, I said, why, what happened? And she was like hesitant to bring it out and tell me. She then told me that her son she was gone from the house, and she told me that her son had shot himself.
And who do you know her son as?
Zion.
Okay.
She stated that at the time he was 9 years old. I said, what do you mean he shot himself? I asked her several questions like, how did he get a gun? Like, how did that happen? She explained to me that she had just stepped out to run some errands, and she received a call from her daughter saying that Zion was gone, and weeks went past. I asked her again about it, then she started busting out in tears.
Damn.
And she told me she's never heard it
in that garbage can.
That they would take
Crazy.
her kids away, and she was scared to lose everything. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she said she still had them there. She told me she purchased a burning barrel from Home Depot or something like that you burn leaves and stuff in, and she stored them in that. I'm like, what? And she said, yeah,
What type of shit is that? Like, you know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know, just to save the other kids, like the other kids is alive. Like, how could you live knowing you put your kid, your baby, inside a trash can that's dead? Oh man, this is too crazy. Man.
It was stored in that in her basement. She never showed me. I never seen it. She never actually showed me exactly what happened in the house. She just told me it happened in her room. And that's why she redid her room, and we would have conversations about her moving and stuff like that, and how she wanted to move out the house, and maybe if she can move out the house and just put it behind her and no one would never know about it. And then she said that she would just have to live with it.
Inside the trash can
Hey,
was
y'all,
the body
clip
of a
that.
small boy wearing nothing but thin pajama bottoms. A later forensic report would confirm what everyone feared. It was Zion. Horrifyingly, officers realized that Sushi had been using dryer sheets and cloth in order to mask the stench of his decomposing body. As the evidence piled up against her, Sushi asked for counsel at the station and refused to speak with authorities any further. Investigators discovered that Sushi wasn't the only one in the house that week. Someone else was there. Her ex-husband and Zion's stepfather. And when investigators question him, he reveals chilling details about how Sushi managed to conceal the truth about Zion for so long.
December 21st-ish, I'll say December 27th-ish. Okay, so
After Christmas or before Christmas?
it was before Christmas. Okay, so you get
I wonder why they want to hide him. I wonder why they want to hide him, because a situation like that that's not. I mean, that's I wouldn't look at that as snitching. That's basically keeping it real, as far as you know what I mean, from a baby that's you know what I mean dead, and what's going on to basically hide him from the fact that he is dead and the authorities. You know what I mean? So like that, and definitely if you know. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't look at that as snitching. That's basically doing the right thing.
start from there. All right. I get a call from the police. They say, "Bid, Zion just himself." What the fuck y'all mean? Zion just himself. What the fuck y'all on at? She at work. So I'm like, did y'all talk to y'all papa? They say, yeah. She called me. I hang up from that. She called me. I'm on the road. Where the fuck you at? Why the fuck those walls ain't locked up? I thought I locked the door. What the fuck you mean you thought you locked the door? So at that point,
This dude gonna sound crazy too on certain stuff. He gonna sound crazy too.
I see her in the living room. She hollering, crying, going crazy. The kids hollering, going crazy. I walk past her. I go in the room. I see him. I bust down, get the crying. How was he? I know it's hard going through the back of this, but how was he laying and was everything on? He was laying. He had his shirt off. He was laying.
You don't need to just you don't need to do all that.
No, his back was on the ground. His back was on the ground. Okay. All right, and then so then what happened? Then I get to talk like you ain't calling the police. See, no, I just need a little bit more time with my son. He just died before Christmas. I'm finna tell you. You gotta call this in. You gotta report this shit to these people. See, I just need more time. So I said, okay. So we go in the living room. The kids upstairs, they still hollering, going crazy. So I'm still telling you, you're gonna have to turn this shit in. I just need more time. My son, I'm going through a lot. I just need my son back. I want my son back.
Want your son back? Kid.
You're gonna have to calm this shit in. You're gonna have to. You ain't got no choice. See, just give me a couple more days. I just want to be with him a couple more days.
A couple more days?
I just want to be with him for a couple more days. So, all right, cool.
He said, all right, cool. That's crazy. See? That's suspect right there. He let her do it, like, and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy. A couple more days. Like, what the hell? And he stayed in the crib.
Cleaned his face a little bit.
Hold on.
Why this happened?
He said he cleaned his face a little bit when he shot himself in the head. How is that a little bit? Wouldn't that be a lot?
So I sit in there with him. Hold her. Then I can't leave him like this. So she went to go get a big toe. One of them with the blue top, the gray ones. Like you put your Christmas. Yeah, like your Christmas stuff. Okay. She go get a blanket. She go put that down. She go bring that in the room. She go get a blanket. Put that shit in there. Put a pillow in there. Pick them up. Lay them down in there. So at this point, I'm like, Sue, you still gonna have to turn this shit in. You feel me? Regardless of what the fuck, however it happened, you still gonna have to turn it in. See, I don't want to lose my kids. I've been going through so much with DCFS and all this. I got the kids. I can take care of the kids. I can take care of the kids. It's gonna be a little hard because I don't know how to read and shit, and I need her to do certain shit. But I was willing to take on that position. You feel me? So She's still crying and shit. I go in the living room.
Damn, nigga don't know how to read. It's crazy.
Because I can't keep looking at this shit like that. So I left, came back. She's still in that crying. So later on that night, we go to sleep. This is the same night that you got here? Yes. Okay. So we go to sleep. We wake up in the morning. She say, I'm going to need you to go get me some cleaning stuff. So I go get the cleaning shit. Where'd she go? I think I went to Family Dollar. I went to go get the cleaning shit. I come back. She say, I'm going to need you to take my kids. You're going to have to take my kids with you. And I told her, I can do that. I'll take the kids. And that's when I left. I left with the kids, told them to pack their shit, and we left. Okay, so but the first time that we talked to you on the phone, I was scared because
We get it.
You said that you had proved up blood. Yeah, but I was scared because I know what type of person she is. It's a crazy situation. And she'll kill me. I look. Damn, I wish I could strip right here.
That nigga sound crazy.
She done been in so much shit with these guns. And I just can't take on this shit by myself, especially with a lot of kids, them 5 kids. You feel me? So I really do need her. Yeah. So I told her I would take the kids. At least take the kids. But anything else, no. I would at least take them kids. She said, can you please take my kids? I told her yes.
And Sushi's obsession to protect this dark secret of Zion's death had only grown.
Leave him. She just didn't want to leave him, period. Like, she just wanted to stay with Zion all that day. Like, she just didn't want to get rid of him. So I'm like, I'll take the kids, and me and the kids packed up and we left. And I had them for like 3 months. She sent me a text message like she was in court, and then she sent me the ashes. So I'm like, oh, she must have went to go get him cremated. Went to the courts.
Get him cremated.
So I'm like, all right, cool.
But he didn't know that Sushi had different plans.
So was there ever a metal trash bin in the house that she went and bought or anything else? Yeah, she went to go get a metal trash bin. Okay. So that was there before you left? Yes. Okay.
When did she get that?
I think the same day.
Sound like she did it on her own, cremated.
Same day I'm there.
Said she went and did it. Why he didn't go with her?
I think she ordered. You know where she got that from? Home Depot or something? I want to say.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
That would be incriminating myself. I'm not going to do that. All thing I can do is take care of your motherfucking kids. That's it out there. And that's all. I can't risk nothing else. I'll take the motherfucking kids though. So the only thing that you did there was clean up blood. I didn't clean up some blood. I didn't even clean up no blood. I just let her pick up her son, and we got the fuck up out there. When she got everything, we got the fuck up out there. I ain't help her. I don't want to help you. I can't help you. I don't want to touch nothing. None of that shit. So when he was left here, Zion was in the toe. Yeah, he's in the toe. In the next side, he's in the toe. When we were out, he was still in the toe. When we were out. But she sleep with him. When we there, she'd sleep with him out of bed, but she didn't want to, you know. So.
Did you stay more than 1 day?
I stayed 2 days. Okay.
2 days.
Like 2 days. Okay.
Here's the thing. That's why we want you to come with it, because it's like we're getting.
Yeah.
I stayed like 2 days.
Getting bullshit.
I didn't clean blood.
Yeah, getting bullshit.
I stayed 2 days.
Yeah.
I stayed 2 days. I stayed 2 days.
Just give it to us.
Yeah.
I stayed 2 days.
So you're doing too much.
Was it 2 days or was it 5 days?
Yeah.
It was like 2.
See, look, now it was like 4 days to 2 to 3 days. These two all over the place.
Sit right there at the bed, right there down him all night, all night, and I just cook food for the kids.
And he's right there all night, all day, and he's right there.
As he shares his story, his account keeps shifting little by little. And for investigators, it is now crucial to determine what role he played in covering up the evidence.
That's a fact.
While you were there, Zion did
Look, but he didn't know. This dude is lying, man. First he said he seen her get the sheets and everything like that. So when she went and got the covers or whatever, the blankets, like what was that for? Because of course she said she laid them on the bed, flat on the bed. So he said she went and got the covers, but then he just asked him. He said, "Oh, I didn't see her put them in the can, but you knew he was in the can." He just said he touched it before he left. You touched it and it was like, what? All right, later, Zion. Later, kid. Like, what was that?
Because I'm the one, she was sitting on the passenger seat, and dude handed me the garbage can over the back. Okay, so where was the last place you saw that garbage can? In the kitchen. And then, what was it?
Hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
He's a bigger trash can for garbage because he's always getting filled up so good. I never paid it no attention to no man.
Because I mean, this, from what I'm understanding, this is like a burn barrel.
Right.
So it's not something you would keep in your house.
Right.
So if it's in the kitchen,
okay.
So if it's in the kitchen, that's kind of weird. It's an outdoor burn barrel because you can buy any size of big garbage can.
This is going on in Chicago too. Helena came up with that. Found out.
I don't know.
Here's the thing: we're not trying to have you like. We just want you to tell the truth.
And I'm
Tell the truth.
That's the thing. We don't want it to go back and forth. Just tell us everything of what you saw, what you observed, what.
I'm asking you questions for a reason, all right? Because, like I said, we talk to kids, we talk to Sushi. She got the kids trained. They trained to the motherfucking T. Them, I can't even say nothing about them. They trained to the motherfucking T. I can't say shit about them.
Well,
got them so trained. I can't really say shit.
Answer me about this situation, and this doesn't even pertain, and I don't care because it's not even a jurisdiction where I can do anything. Did you get shot with one of her guns one time?
Yeah, she shot. Yes, she did. I took up for it because I didn't want the kids.
I think we need to ask you point blank.
Yeah.
There's an issue with this child possibly being burned some.
Say what?
Being burned.
Being burned?
Yeah, the body.
I don't know nothing about that. Nothing at all.
Do you know anything with her or with you or anybody trying to, like, in disposal of this body, setting him on fire? We have to ask that.
No, I don't. Seriously, I do not know. Said she texted me the picture of like a bird and that she got like she went to a cremation store to get cremated, and then she sent me the text like she's in court, like she went to court for it or some shit. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, fine. She took care of it. She went to go get him really cremated, and she sent me a picture like she's in court, like she really went to court for this shit.
Come on, you know how court look, bro. Come on, this dude lying. That nigga lying.
I'm like, she really got this shit taken care of for real.
This nigga
and that
lying.
Picture on that urn, that's Zion.
That's Zion Staples,
okay.
Yes. I got hella pictures of him.
Do you have other pictures of him?
What? What? That's my motherfucking son. I just cut my dreads.
That's his motherfucking son, but he sat there and let her keep him in the bin for 2 days.
Stop playing with me.
Dude is a lame.
No, we're not playing. We're not. I just.
This the picture with him. Yep. But look, I got more pictures with him. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. I can't go through my motherfucking more pictures with him. That's my dreads. That's him.
But by son, you know he's not your biological.
But now I treat him. Like,
I know.
I can't have none. Okay. Every time I have my lost them.
I'm just making sure you're not trying to claim him as like your biological.
No. I'm stepdad. You feel? Yeah. I'm stepdad. I'm stepdad. I ain't got my own yet. So I'm trying to get my own. I've been trying to have kids now, but every time.
Who cares about that?
So I
ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. I hear you, but who cares?
Okay. No, that's all.
Anyway, take out some more pictures.
Yeah, who cares about that?
That's my motherfucking boy.
It's a motherfucking boy,
From
but he
his
sat there.
stepfather's
Come on.
account, officers pieced together that Zion had found one of Sushi's unsecured guns lying around the house and then had accidentally shot himself in the head. But instead of calling the authorities, Sushi made a choice that has now rattled the entire investigative team. In January of 2024, she pled guilty to a Class 3 felony for endangering the life or health of a child. On February 16th, she was sentenced to 2 years
You
in
hear
prison,
this, y'all?
with 204 days credited for time that was already
2
served
years.
while awaiting trial. Under
She got
Illinois
old.
law for violent offenses, that means
Man.
that she's likely going to serve only about 9 months for keeping her son's rotting body hidden in a trash can
Ain't that
inside the
something else?
garage. Now, if you found this case interesting, do us a
Wow.
favor. You need to check out my video on the welfare check that turned into a horror movie.
Wow.
Your driver's license?
I don't have to give you a driver's license.
Let me get this out the way. Hey, listen. This was crazy, y'all. But make sure if you haven't watched the full show, you go back. Make sure if you haven't watched the full show, you go back and watch it. You see that? You know what I mean? It's 2 months, y'all. 2 months? Like, damn. That's in Chicago. That's crazy how this happens. That's right. She gonna serve Harley-ish. That's crazy. That's a fact. Even though she's not the one that actually killed them, but it's like, you know, she lied, you know what I mean? And then he was in the house. Like, you know, we didn't even, the way, when they opened up the trash can, you couldn't even see no parts of it. So it's like, did she, like, burn them? You know what I'm saying? Did she burn them and put the ashes in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, they did say he had nothing on but pajama pants and stuff, but because like nobody never said, oh, they found the body, you never seen them, taking them out of the house or anything like that. So it's like that's just a crazy situation, man. It's like, listen, man. And you know, I suppose, like, where was the gun in the house? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did you have the gun in the house? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, parents, please. It's like if I have a, you know what I mean? If I have a kid, believe me, I would be on extra security mode. I wouldn't even let my kid climb on nothing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got, you know what I mean? Parents keep knives away, anything, pepper spray, definitely guns, you know, anything, you know, that's a weapon, because you never know how a kid, you know what I mean, gonna react, or they may see something on TV and say, you know what I mean? And remember, it's just TV, you know what I mean? So it's different things. That's just an unfortunate situation. And for her to just get 2 months, like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. And they out here, you know what I mean, giving people close to life for stuff that they really didn't do. You know what I mean? Like, in this world. You know what I mean? Like, so that it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. So like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button. Also, when you finish this, go back into the live comments and comment on it. You know what I mean? Because comment here is not gonna show up. You know what I mean? We need that for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell and put it on all, so you can see every time, you know what I mean, I drop content or whenever I'm live and stuff like that. Help the body cam reaction, you know what I mean, NYC page grow. Jack to Elena, nah, these stories be true. A lot of kids been missing lately. Yeah, look, I got a story for y'all too that's gonna come up. I may do it later. You know what I mean? Where it's a lady, you know what I mean, she actually like cooked her kids. Like cooked. You know what I'm saying? She actually, it's not funny, but it's just wow to know that she actually cooked her kids. We're gonna get into that. It's gonna be that one, you know what I mean? This is crazy right here. But that one right there, like you know what I mean, I can't wait to even get to that because like damn, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. Like you cooked your kids and what? Like ate them? Like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're gonna get to the bottom of that. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. You know me, OGBAZZ. Also follow my other channel, Keep It 100. OG Baz, you know what I mean? Which keep it the number 100. OG Baz, BAZZ. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I mean? Welcome to the new people, to the family. You know what I mean? That popped in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I heard about that one. It's super crazy. She ain't black. She white. So that you heard about a whole nother one. The one I heard about, she white. Or mad light skin. You know what I'm saying? Like either or. She look white to me. You know what I mean? But we definitely gonna get to it, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. OG Baz, man. Let's get to it.